In 1984, the Indian National Congress won 404 seats out of 543 in the Lok Sabha. 404 seats. That is not a victory. That is dominance. That is one party holding so much power that the opposition could fit comfortably into a single train compartment. In 2024, that same party won 99 seats. Let that sink in. In 40 years, Congress went from 404 seats to 99. From ruling India almost unchallenged to struggling to stay relevant. From producing prime ministers who shaped the destiny of a billion people to a party whose biggest achievement in the last decade has been occasionally making the ruling party slightly uncomfortable. So, what happened? Was it one big mistake, one bad leader, or one catastrophic decision? No, that's the tragedy of it. It was death by 1,000 cuts. A slow, stubborn, completely avoidable decline, driven not by bad luck, but by choices. Deliberate choices, repeated choices. Choices that a party with any real self-awareness would have corrected years ago. Let's go through this honestly. To understand what Congress broke, you first have to understand what it built. The Indian National Congress is not just a political party. It is, in many ways, the organization that built modern India. It led the independence movement. Nehru's vision of a secular, democratic, scientifically tempered India was not inevitable. It was a choice, and it was largely the right one for a newly independent nation of extraordinary diversity. The IITs, the IIMs, the ISRO, the foundational institutions of the Indian Republic, these were Congress-era projects. Indira Gandhi, whatever her later failures, nationalized banks and brought credit to millions of Indians who had never had access to it. She led India to a decisive military victory in 1971 that resulted in the creation of Bangladesh, in what was widely regarded as one of the most decisive military and diplomatic victories in post-independence Asian history. The Green Revolution happened on Congress's watch, and it turned a food-importing nation into one that could feed itself. Rajiv Gandhi introduced computers and telecommunications to India at a time when doing so was genuinely visionary and deeply controversial. He saw a digital future for India before most people in government had any idea what that meant. These were real achievements, consequential achievements. A party with this legacy had every reason to walk into the 21st century with confidence. Instead, it walked in looking backwards. The rot didn't begin in 2014. It began much earlier. The 1990s were brutal for Congress. The Bofors scandal had shattered its reputation for integrity. The 1992 Babri Masjid demolition happened on a Congress watch, and Congress managed to alienate both communities simultaneously, satisfying no one. The party that had built India's secular identity fumbled its most defining secular moment. Then came the coalition era. Congress governed from 2004 to 2014, 10 years as the head of the UPA. And those 10 years were not without achievement. The Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act genuinely changed rural lives. The Right to Information Act was transformative. GDP grew at impressive rates through much of that period. But then the second term arrived, and it collapsed under the weight of its own corruption. The 2G spectrum scam, the Commonwealth Games scandal, Coalgate. One after another, the scandals piled up. The Comptroller and Auditor General estimated the 2G scam alone at nearly 1.76 lakh crore rupees. These were not small accounting errors. These were staggering failures of governance and accountability. And through all of it, the party's response was defensive, dismissive, almost arrogant. The Prime Minister, Manmohan Singh, a man of genuine personal integrity, became a symbol of a government that had stopped listening. Not because he was dishonest, but because he appeared unable or unwilling to act. Silence in a moment demanding accountability reads as complicity. By 2014, ordinary Indians weren't just ready for a change, they were furious. And Congress had nobody to blame but itself. When Modi swept to power in 2014 with 282 seats, the generous interpretation was, this is a one-time wave, a protest vote. Give it time. Congress will regroup. It didn't regroup. In 2019, BJP came back with 303 seats. Congress won 52. 52 seats. The party did not even meet the threshold to be recognized as the official opposition in parliament. At this point, any organization with genuine survival instincts would have done one thing above everything else: honest self-reflection. What did we do wrong? What did voters tell us? What do we need to change? Fundamentally, structurally, ideologically, to earn back their trust. Congress did not do that. What it did instead was blame the EVMs, blame the media, blame money, power, blame communalism, blame everything and everyone except the person in the mirror. The EVMs that Congress called compromised are the same machines that have delivered Congress victories in state elections. The media that Congress called biased has covered opposition wins across the country. These explanations don't hold up, and voters, who are never as unsophisticated as losing parties imagine, can see right through them. And now we have to talk about the question that everyone is thinking, but many are reluctant to ask directly. Why won't Rahul Gandhi quit? Let's be fair to him first. Rahul Gandhi is not unintelligent. His Bharat Jodo Yatra showed genuine stamina and a willingness to engage with ordinary Indians in a way that surprised many observers. His parliamentary speeches have occasionally been sharp and well researched. He is not the caricature that his opponents have made him out to be. But intention is not the same as effectiveness, and the data on his electoral effectiveness is damning. Under his active leadership, Congress has lost election after election after election. UP, Bihar, Gujarat, Uttarakhand. The 2019 general election. He won his own seat in Wayanad in 2024 only after losing Amethi, a Gandhi family stronghold, to a BJP candidate in 2019. He had to find a safer constituency for the President of the Indian National Congress. In any functional democracy, in any functional organization, a leader with this track record would have stepped aside, not out of shame, but out of respect for the institution they claim to love. But Rahul Gandhi has not stepped aside. And the reason is the same reason Congress keeps losing. The party has become structurally incapable of imagining its future without the Gandhi family at the center of it. This is not leadership. This is inheritance. And there is a profound difference. Family politics is not automatically wrong. Political families exist everywhere, in every democracy. The question is not whether someone comes from a political family. The question is whether they have earned independent authority, whether they have built something themselves, whether the organization around them is stronger because of their presence or weaker. By every measurable indicator, Congress is weaker. And Rahul Gandhi's continued centrality to the party is a large part of why. Here is the deepest problem, and it is an ideological one. Congress has spent the last decade trying to fight identity politics by doubling down on its own version of identity politics. Soft Hindutva when it suits them, minority appeasement when that suits them. The result is a party that stands for nothing clearly, and voters can feel that. A party without a clear, honest, consistent ideology is just a machine for winning elections. And when the machine stops winning, there is nothing left. Congress also fundamentally misread the new Indian voter. This is a voter who is younger, more aspirational, more connected, and far less loyal to legacy than any previous generation. They don't vote for Congress because their parents did. They vote for whoever they believe will make their life better. Concretely, visibly, now. Congress has not made that case, neither convincingly nor consistently. So, is the Congress dying? Not yet. In 2024, it won 99 seats, a genuine improvement from 52. The India Alliance showed that opposition coordination is possible. There are states where Congress still governs effectively: Karnataka, Telangana, Himachal Pradesh. But winning 99 seats when you once won 404 is not a comeback. It is a stay of execution. Congress has a choice. It can continue doing what it has done, protecting the family, blaming the environment, offering no clear vision, and continue its slow fade into irrelevance. Or it can do the hardest thing any organization can do: look at itself honestly. Ask what voters are actually saying. Build leadership that is earned, not inherited. And stand for something real, something consistent, something that a young, ambitious, impatient Indian can actually believe in. The tragedy is not that Congress is losing. Parties lose. The tragedy is that it had every opportunity to correct its course, and it keeps choosing not to. And in a democracy, when you stop listening to the people stop listening to you. If this made you think, share it with someone who still believes that the Congress can come back. And tell me in the comments, do you think Congress can genuinely reinvent itself? Or is this decline terminal?